I'm going to start tape from this end. First, I want to get your consent that we are recording this, and we're going to use portions of broadcast later on, and that's okay with you?
That's fine.
And just for the record, your name and your title.
Robin Kencel, partner with the Fieldstone Group of Sotheby's International Realty, and I am the chairperson for the Landmark Recognition Program of the Greenwich Historical Society.
Okay, you must be a colleague of Bill Andrus then.
Yes.
All right. Tell him I said hello.
I will.
Okay. All right. Tell us about some of the things that are going on with this selection committee, looking for nominations and so forth.
We are looking for nominations for the 2014 plaquing. We're looking for homes or structures that are at least 50 years old, and we have a number of selection criteria, which we would be happy to forward to anyone. But one of the things besides good architecture, and that would be elements such as the use of natural light in the home, the proportion and scale, how the home fits into its surroundings and is sited. We're looking for that extra something special, which we call magic, for lack of a better word. And when I think about what is it that's magical, maybe it's easiest to think about the last time you've had a really, really good meal. It starts with all the basics, good ingredients, careful preparation, but sometimes there's something in the experience of dining that puts it over the edge. Similarly, you can see two homes, might be both colonials, let's say, completely done according to good standards of architecture, but then one of them has that extra something, whether it be detail, some unexpected spaces, releases of space, and that's what we're looking for.
Robin, this has been done in the past, so are you looking for homes that maybe people didn't know about it, or they've just reached 50 years of age, or how does that work?
So some people have heard about the program and come forward in the past. We do have 288 plaqued homes over an almost 30-year period. But surprisingly, a lot of people don't know about the Landmark Recognition Program. So we are hoping there are gems out there in Greenwich, we know that, and we're hoping they will come forward. Particularly, we have never plaqued a mid-century home. And since it needs to be at least 50 years old, that means we need one that's between 1964 and the 1940s, when that period began. We're having a very hard time finding them because many of them, quite honestly, have been demolished. So we're particularly interested in unearthing something of that style, but we're looking for all styles.
Okay, it wouldn't be my house, which is 50 this year and is a piece of junk. Okay, let's talk about architectural preservation, why it's so important in Greenwich.
Well, architectural preservation is important for several reasons. First of all, it preserves the character of the town. It explains the history of the town and its progress over time. One thing we're hearing from many of the young moms who are coming in to use the Historical Society's programming for their children is they want a sense of connectedness to their new homes, and they need a sense of place. I think that goes back to our all wanting to belong to communities. Understanding where your home fits into the fabric of the town, being able to see homes that reflect our beginnings in the 18th century or 17th century, rather, is very important, both to the town and to the country.
Now, how can residents benefit from this?
So residents who are having their homes plaqued can benefit because they will be the beneficiaries of wonderful research that they'll then own as a part of the history of their own home. They'll understand how that home fit into their neighborhood, but it will also be part of the permanent archives at the Historical Society. So future owners can go in and understand their home, which could help guide them in their own renovation efforts. Myself, I've been renovating historic homes for the past 25 years, and I begin my work always going down to the Historical Society and trying to understand as much as I can about the beginnings of a home, which would help guide its proper restoration or its future renovations.
What would the plaque say on it, Robin?
So the plaque is a bronze plaque, and it has the name of the first owner and then the year that the home was built.
Okay, so it wouldn't be a house where it says just, built in whatever year. It'll actually have more information about the owners.
Yes.
Okay. Now, just tell us a little bit about the committee and some of the members on there and the role they're going to play.
So the selection committee consists of 6 people, and it was very carefully constructed with 2 esteemed architects, one from Mount Kisco, Ira Grandberg, and one from New Canaan, Amanda Minocchio. It's got an architectural journalist, John Dixon. It has an art historian, Ann Walker, and it has an architectural photographer, Michael Biondo, as well as myself. So the good news of this committee is that they are extraordinarily talented. The tough job for me is they are very fussy.
In other words, it may be tough to find a house that fits their criteria?
Yes, we've had people come forward. We've had some houses come forward that on first blush look like they could be good candidates, but then when we look closer and we compare it to the original photographs, there may be adaptations over time that are not in keeping with the original structure, or the use of materials might have been compromised. One thing I have noticed in just really doing windshield tours around town is how many older homes have had replaced roofs with asphalt or a material that wouldn't have been the same as what the original would have been. So I think, this is one of the things that we're hoping, or we know that the criteria having good workmanship and quality of materials is important.
How can somebody submit their house for nomination, and how long are you going to be doing this?
Thanks for asking. So the deadline for nominations is November 8th, and they could contact the Greenwich Historical Society, our archivist, Christopher Shields. They could do that by calling 203-869-6899, extension 23, or they can email him at cshields@greenwichhistory.org.
Just a final question, Robin, a little bit off the beaten path, but is there anything people can do to their homes to make them maybe reach that criteria?
I think it needs to begin with what their home originally was. So really looking at that, and I would say bringing on board a skilled architect to look with them and to help guide them. That would be the first thing. Always having the right team who's experienced in what you're hoping to achieve, which is the best quality home that you can have, is very important.
And do you have a number of how many homes in Greenwich are part of the landmark recognition program or have been deemed that way?
Yes, so we've had 288 thus far, and we will be plaquing 4 new homes or structures April 26th, and that's going to be an event that's open to the public, and they can get tickets by calling the Historical Society.
And so you've got 4 homes already that have been chosen?
No, we have one that's been chosen, and we're still seeking 3 others.
Oh, okay, but you don't know for sure that you're going to find 3 others.
I think we will if we look hard enough. I can't believe that there wouldn't be a number of homes still out there that are going to meet our criteria.
And would you and committee members drive around town and say, hey, here's one?
That's what we do. I almost got hit the other day stopping the car on a primary artery of Greenwich trying to take a quick photo to send to the committee.
All right, we're going to have to let everybody know what kind of car you have, so if they're behind you, watch out. This car breaks for old houses or something like that.
That's a good bumper sticker.
Right. All right, great, Robin. No other questions from me. Anything else that you wanted to add?
No, thank you so much. We really appreciate your taking an interest in preserving the town.
All right, great. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.